Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar stars Mumolo and Kristen Wiig as Barb and Star respectively, two lifelong friends who embark on the adventure of a lifetime when they decide to leave their small Midwestern town for the first time ever. Directed by Josh Greenbaum in his narrative debut after only directing documentaries, this is co-written by Kristen Wiig and Mumolo themselves, with this being the second time they collaborated on a project after 2011's Bridesmaids, and they co-produced this along with Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. Unlike Bridesmaids though, this feels like an extended Saturday Night Live sketch from its classic days, though I mean that in the best way possible, as this was an absolutely delightful experience. It's a high-speed, energetic film that throws a lot of jokes at you nearly every other line. Obviously, not every single thing's going to land, but those moments come few and far in between, which is great as this was something that had the risk of potentially running out of steam quickly, but that never wound up being the case here. Both Wiig and Mumolo played to their strengths and knew what the right notes were to hit. Barb and Star themselves are two very chatty best friends who are essentially attached at the hip. They both belong to the same club, and they both work at the same job at a furniture store, where they spend most of their time talking to each other on a couch they're supposed to sell, which they make excuses for as to why they can't sell it to customers. One joke early on shows how glued together they are when they state how, if one of them's off from work, they'll still go in anyway if the other is working just to hang out and chat. Wiig and Mumolo play off each other so well, talking at rapid-fire speeds, making some of the weirdest, most offhand observations that land so well. Honestly, I could get a whole series based on their random misadventures, and while part of the joke is that they are so tied to one another, they actually also work just as well on their own. When they go to Vista Del Mar, they get involved with a man named Edgar, played by Jamie Dornan, who, unbeknownst to them, is sent there by his boss/girlfriend, also played by Wiig in a wacky and effective dual role, to wipe out the resort as part of an evil plan that isn't always made abundantly clear, but that's also not the point. And after their initial encounter, Star will lie to Barb and sneak off with Edgar on her own, while Barb lives the life of a daredevil on her own, which Star also isn't aware of. And both side plots work just as well as the moments whenever the two are together. And Jamie Dornan, who I always felt is a very underrated talent, is also a lot of fun as the very conflicted Edgar, who often lets his feelings get the better of him, and in one of the film's shining moments, even sings his way through them. The film is bright, colorful, and has an unabashedly goofy sense of humor. It's filled with a ton of moments one could describe as quirky, such as the awkward attempts by our characters to insult each other, and it also has some really outlandish visual gags that work well thanks to the tone firmly established in the film, with things such as talking crabs and clothes that allow characters to float. And it's also filled with a number of cameos who all worked really well, including a very surprising appearance by Richard Cheese playing himself as the lounge singer in Vista Del Mar. Yeah, remember Richard Cheese? It's a film whose charm is going to be very hard to resist, and it's sure to put a big smile on your face from start to finish. The fact that it took Wiig and Mumolo about 10 years to collaborate on their next project after Bridesmaids is a real shame, as they go wonderfully together. Hopefully we get more from them soon, but in the meantime, you definitely should check this one out. Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar gets an 8 out of 10. So, let me know, did you see Barb and Star, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you find it funny? Do you have a favorite Kristen Wiig film? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.